When you were a kid, that summer vacation felt like it would never end. But now months go by in the blink of an eye. If the clock's moving at the same speed for everyone, why does life seem to accelerate as we get older? Hey guys, and welcome to Field Notes. In today's episode, we are exploring just that, why time feels faster as you age. We'll look at the psychology of age, attention, and perceived time. Let's get into it. The first thing to understand is the theory of proportional age. This states that the fraction of your life of a given time becomes smaller and therefore less memorable in each passing year. Think about it this way. For a 5-year-old boy, a year is 20% of his current life, while for his grandma, the same time is only 2%. For the child's brain, everything is new and must be soaked in completely to adapt. This causes his perception of time to feel much slower than an adult who may be letting the years slip by because, well, he has more memories from that year. But we still vividly remember those moments from our childhood, so surely time isn't the whole picture. That's where novelty comes in. The brain adapts to new things by storing them away much better than old routines. Think about that first job, first crush, or that vacation you went on 10 years ago, yet still vividly remember. Now think about your morning routine, a day at work, or the third week of last October. When you fall into a routine, your brain tends to let go of the unimportant parts, and time seems to go by much faster because it has less to remember. Another important thing to think about is perspective versus retrospective time perception. The timeline will feel different in the moment than looking back on it a day, month, year, 10 years later. That one late night before finals will seem much shorter looking back on it than during the frantic study session. I mean, think about it. That test can feel eternal, and yet the summer can fly by in an instant. Time is still moving at the same speed, so what's exactly happening? Well, the secret lies in your attention. You know that wonderful feeling of being in your flow state? Time seems to move at light speed when you are laser focused on a task and crawls along when you are willing it to pass you by. This is the real paradox of time. Now, some researchers believe the brain processes fewer novel details as we age, making memories feel less dense. The evidence isn't conclusive, but it's another possible piece of the puzzle. All this being said, so what? Well, firstly, time isn't actually speeding up. Our brains are just compressing more throughout our lives. The same amount of memory has to be put toward more things, causing us to remember things less clearly and creating the illusion that time is going faster. That childhood summer wasn't actually longer. Your brain was simply experiencing more of it. And secondly, maybe the secret to making life feel longer isn't adding more years through some biohack. It's by adding memorable experiences to the years you do have. Explore the world, travel, start that project you're passionate about. Stop wasting time on what doesn't fulfill you and start spending your time on what does. That being said, thanks for watching. Comment down below what you'd like to see next, or if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe down below. It would really help grow the channel and would mean so much to me. Field Notes out.